soft?
The world. Watch this.
Can I get some water? I really did need a glass of water. This is not a stunt.
Usually when something isn't a stunt, you have to say
It's
that.
100% a stunt. When was the last time a president stopped a speech to ask, can I get a glass of water? What? They would never do that. They would have water ready for him. Water on stage.
Go to this next story. Why people think Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are getting divorced. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So rumors of potential divorce before Barack and Michelle emerged after Michelle skipped two high-profile events, which is traditionally attended by former presidents and their spouses, and their funeral, former President Jimmy Carter. Michelle's office gave no reasons for her absence, prompting widespread speculation about marital status issues. Social media and tabloids questioned the couple's relationship, with many noting the unusual nature of her missing such significant events. Despite the rumors, there have been no concrete evidence of...
Joe Rogan and Patrick Bet-David just tore into Barack Obama's legacy hard. No fancy speeches, no soft takes, just real talk. They went after the way the media made Obama look perfect, even though his record was full of problems. From drone strikes to Wall Street deals, they pointed out everything the public was told to ignore. If you thought Obama couldn't be touched, think again. This wasn't a joke. It was a full-on truth bomb.
Can I get a glass of water? I'm serious. I'm thirsty. Can I get a glass of water? This is not a prank. You never seen it?
No.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Oh,
it's amazing.
no.
He gets a glass of Flint tap water, and I swear to God, he drinks it like this, like this.
It's so serious that Jimmy Kimmel asked Jennifer Aniston on the show, is there something going on with you and Barack? I've never seen this. I just ended to Rob, is this really him asking?
Rogan came in swinging. Not slow, not careful. He was like a gorilla with a mic, ready to break down every fake idea built around Obama. He sounded chill, but you could tell he meant business. He wasn't there to play nice. He was there to break it all down.
$70 million. Pre-presidency, 1.7. So expensive being at the White House. It was so expensive that our net worth went from 1.3 million to 12.2 million 8 years later. What an expensive lifestyle. And then you go from 12.2 million to $70 million. What do you think the average person that listens to this, do you think they connect to that, Michelle? I'm just curious. You're a very good communicator.
He started with a big question. Why do people act like Obama was some kind of superhero? Rogan joked that Obama could talk like a movie star but left behind a trail of messes, like drone attacks and broken promises. He said it was all show, no real change.
Give me some volume. Go full screen.
What you know now, do you wish you had a third term? You know what, if I could make an arrangement where I had a stand-in, a front man or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony, I'd be fine with that.
We know he wasn't really running the country. Yeah. We used to think he was actually running the country. Now they're like, no, he didn't even see those executive orders. That was all auto.
Joe made fun of how the media loved the way Obama spoke. Like his smooth voice could fix the country's money problems. He joked that even if Obama said something totally empty like, "We must innovate the innovation," reporters would act like it was the smartest thing ever. Meanwhile, regular people were just confused.
Proposition, and you're running for 2 years and not earning an income. So all of that was in my mind. How would we manage this? So my fears were came from the fact that I thought he could win. You know, because maybe way in the back of my mind, I was hoping that maybe he wouldn't, you know, that this would be the last thing he would do. But I knew he had it in him to make this happen.
So, you know, what are you thinking when you're giving this message? Like, what do you...
Next, he talked about how Obama never got blamed for anything. One day he gave a speech about peace, the next he ordered drone attacks. Rogan called it political yoga, twisting reality to dodge the truth. He said Obama always smiled but never took responsibility.
I think the best people age the hardest. I think Obama was probably like a very idealistic young man
Oh Lord, what's going on now? Who's hollering? I can't even see it.
who really wanted to change the world. And that dude aged more than anybody.
I mean, I'm getting old, so I can't hear that well. I can't see.
My favorite part was when Kamala Harris shows up, looks over and sees that Obama and Trump are talking to each other, and she goes like,
Yeah.
yeah, watch this.
man.
Look at her face. Look how angry she is, dude. Look how angry she is. It's
Then Rogan hit the branding. He said Obama's time as president was more like a big ad campaign than actual leadership. Posters, news coverage, speeches, all made to look perfect. Joe joked that Obama had a logo and a color scheme like a new iPhone launch. Even the healthcare plan rollout was a mess. And don't forget spying on Americans. Obama promised to be open but ran one of the most secretive White Houses ever. Joe said if Obama were a magician, he'd disappear whenever someone asked a real question.
Let's do data. Rob, can you type in Obama's net worth in 2007? What was Obama in 2007? 1.2 million, 1.3 million. Okay, so their net worth is, let's write this down. This is pre-White House. Their collective net worth was 1.3 million. Can you go to where their net worth was in 2016 when they're done being presidents? Okay, 2016. So their net worth, as expensive as it was, they went from being 1.3 million to 12.2.
Now on to the economy. Joe said people praised Obama for the recovery, but ignored the debt, low wages, and how rich folks on Wall Street got richer. He laughed at the idea that Obama helped working families when it was really the banks who won. Then he took aim at Obama's life after the White House. Netflix deals, fancy speeches, big money from companies he once criticized. Joe said, if being fake were a sport, Obama would win gold and give a TED Talk about being humble.
because Obama said he was a jackass.
The young lady seems like a perfectly nice person. She's getting her award. What's he doing up there? He's a jack.
It's like, oh really? Well, you.
It was about the Taylor Swift thing.
No, all this stuff.
That guy's a jack. It wasn't even
Yeah.
that harsh of an incident. He said it privately, and I think somebody heard it. I don't think he said it to be public.
I'm assuming all this stuff. Where's the pool? Come on, guys.
Then Patrick Bet-David jumped in. If Rogan was fire, Patrick was a wrecking ball. He brought facts, dates, and called out Obama's scandals, like the Fast and Furious mess and the IRS targeting political enemies. He said the media covered for Obama while his team messed up again and again. Patrick mocked the idea that Obama was a great communicator, saying he was good at talking but not solving problems.
Democratic president.
Right.
Great
So
point.
you don't go to that and you don't even comment. First of all, if I'm the Carter family, I feel disrespected. Now, maybe she would have called them and said, look, I don't want to comment on this, but I'm calling you out of respect just to tell you I'm not going to be there for my own reasons. Please understand I can't. I'm so sorry. Da-da-da-da-da. Great. Maybe she made that phone call to the Carter family. Great.
Patrick tore into Obama's foreign policy. He said Obama's slow decisions helped ISIS grow, and places like Libya and Syria fell apart under his watch. He said Obama looked good for the cameras but didn't back up his words. On the money side, Patrick reminded us the national debt doubled. Any other president would have been crushed by the media, but Obama got a free pass. Patrick asked how adding $16 trillion in debt made the future better.
Remember when they gave that speech, when he gave a speech on television? This. And then they kind of just went away.
It was one of the most beautiful moments in modern American history. People really actually stood up and stopped a war from happening.
Today, I authorize the Armed Forces of the United States to begin a limited military action in Libya in support of an international effort to protect.
Patrick said Obama made America more divided, not more united. He used race and identity politics to avoid real problems, and the media helped him. Anyone who disagreed was called a hater or worse. He said it's dangerous when charm matters more than results, when nice speeches replace good ideas. Patrick called Obama a political influencer. All style, no substance. He ended by saying, if politics were business, Obama would be the CEO who gave cool speeches while the company crashed.
Michelle Obama slammed for whining about costs in the White House. Okay. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. This is her speaking with, is this the diaries of a CEO, right? So, Rob, if you can play this clip, this is her talking about how expensive it was to live in the White House. Go for it.
It's expensive to live in the White House.
Yeah.
As many people don't know. I mean, much is not covered. You're paying for every food, every bit of food that you eat. You're not paying for housing and the staff in it, but everything, even travel. If you're not traveling with the president, if your kids are coming on a Bright Star, which is the First Lady's plane, we had to pay for their travel to be on the.
But the roast didn't stop there. For Joe and Patrick, this wasn't just about Obama. It was about a system that made him a star and stopped anyone from asking hard questions. Patrick went after how the media and elites treated Obama like a king. The Hollywood parties, book deals, and TV shows made it seem like he was still one of the people, even while living rich in Martha's Vineyard.
Obama did it, and it's disgusting. It's a disgusting lie. Let's play it.
Said that there were very fine people on both sides of a white supremacist rally.
You also had people that were very fine people on both sides. I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists. Okay?
Patrick called out the biggest joke. Obama claiming to care about young people. He said Obama left them with more debt than ever, while college prices kept going up. Joe jumped back in too. He joked that Obama seemed more into his Spotify playlist than the real problems. Joe said Obama gave us speeches and selfies but not results. The real problem. People don't want to admit they got fooled. It's easier to believe the dream than face the truth.